In the name of God, the all-beneficent, the all-merciful. When Moses said to his people, "O my people, why do you torment me, when you certainly know that I am God apostle to you?" So, when they swerved from the right path, God made their hearts swerve, and God does not guide the transgressing lot. And when Jesus, son of Mary, said, "O children of Israel, indeed I am the apostle of God to you, to confirm what is before me of the Torah, and to give the good news of an apostle who will come after me, whose name is Ahmad." But when he brought them manifest proofs, they said, "This is plain magic." These verses continue capture Asaph, the glad tidings of the appearance of the prophet, Ahmad Asaph, verses 5 to 6. The noble verse mentioned above completes two central themes addressed by the preceding verses: harmony between word and deed, and unity within the community of faith. It presents a perspective from the lives of two great prophets, Moses and Jesus, peace be upon them, highlighting the nature of the contradiction and disconnect between the words and actions of their followers, as well as the lack of unity among them, and, finally, the evil fate to which they were led. God says, "And when Moses said to his people, 'O my people, why do you harm me when you know that I am the messenger of God to you?'" This verse may be an allusion to the transgressions of the children of Israel and their pretexts during the lifetime of Moses, peace be upon him, or it may refer to the story of Jerusalem, when the children of Israel said to Moses, "Peace be upon him. Indeed, we will never enter it as long as they are in it," that is, the tyrants. "So go, you and your Lord, and fight. Indeed, we are sitting right here." For this reason, they remained in the valley of wandering for 40 years, tasting the consequences of their actions due to their negligence in the matter of striving and their hollow claims. However, when attention is given to verse 69 of chapter Al-Azab, it becomes clear that the intended meaning of this harm is the accusations they attributed to Moses, peace be upon him, as clarified by God's saying, "O you who believe, do not be like those who harmed Moses. God cleared him of what they said, and he was honorable in the sight of God." Among these accusations was that he, peace be upon him, had killed his brother Aaron, peace be upon him. Another, God forbid, was an alleged illicit relationship with an immoral woman, as part of Korah's scheme to evade giving charity. And a third was that he was accused of sorcery and madness. Several other physical defects were also falsely ascribed to him, the details of which are mentioned in the interpretation of the aforementioned verse from chapter Al-Ahzab. How could these claimants of faith tolerate attaching such accusations to their prophets? In reality, this practice represents a stark example of the contradiction between word and deed, which prompted Moses, peace be upon him, to address his people, saying, "Why do you harm me when you know that I am the messenger of God to you?" There is no doubt that these practices did not go unpunished, as we read at the end of the verse where God says, "So, when they deviated, God caused their hearts to deviate, and God does not guide the defiantly disobedient people." Thus, the greatest calamities befall such a person, as they are deprived of divine guidance and their heart turns away from the truth. What is understood from the concept presented by the blessed verse is that guidance and misguidance, although they are from God, their foundations and prerequisites come from the human being himself. As God says, "So when they deviated, God caused their hearts to deviate," which clarifies that the first step comes from the person himself. And from another angle, God says, "And God does not guide the defiantly disobedient people." If a sin or act of disobedience issues from a person, divine success and guidance may be withdrawn from him, and at that point, he is afflicted with the greatest deprivation. This matter has been discussed in detail in the interpretation of verse 36 of chapter Az-Zumar. The following verse points to the matter of the children of Israel denying the message of Jesus, peace be upon him, and opposing him, as God adds. And when Jesus, the Son of Mary, said, O children of Israel, indeed I am the messenger of God to you, confirming what came before me of the Torah, and giving glad tidings of a messenger to come after me whose name is Ahmad. This is a statement from Jesus, peace be upon him, that he represents a link and a connecting ring in the chain of the message between two prophets, two scriptures, and two communities. The message of Moses, peace be upon him, and his book preceded him, and the message of Islam would follow after him at the hands of the great prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him and his family. From here, it is clear that Jesus, peace be upon him, claimed nothing other than divine messengership within a specific period of time, and that what was attributed to him of divinity or of being the Son of God was pure falsehood and fabrication. Although a group among the children of Israel believed in the promised messenger, the overwhelming majority adopted a harshly hostile stance toward him. This led them to deny his clear miracles, as represented by God's saying. But when he came to them with clear proofs, they said, "This is obvious magic." What is astonishing is that the Jews had recognized the great messenger Muhammad, peace be upon him and his family, before the Arab polytheists. They left their homelands out of longing to meet him and to believe in him, settling in Medina in anticipation of his appearance and the response to his call. Yet the polytheists preceded them in believing in the promised messenger, while many of the Jews remained in their obstinacy, insistence, stubbornness, and denial of him. Some commentators have held that the pronoun in when he came to them refers to the messenger of Islam, Muhammad, peace be upon him and his family, as explained above. Others, however, believe that it refers to the Messiah, peace be upon him. That is, when the Messiah came to them with clear miracles, they denied them and claimed that they were magic. By observing the subsequent verses, it becomes clear that the first view is more accurate, as the discussion therein focuses on the message of Islam and its noble messenger. A more detailed study of this is available in the commentary on verse 3 of Chapter Al-Imran. The next video will begin with the Prophet Muhammad in the Gospel and the Torah. The full, authentic story you've never heard before, exactly as it is in the Holy Quran, without any distortion. We will also draw from explanation Al-Amthal by Ayatollah Makarim Shirazi, along with explanations from other respected scholars. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.